Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles nailed as a great millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopefully elect. Another quick lesson to the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Lord willing, it's edifying. Another IG edition with a quick few clips. And we're going to jump straight into the scriptures. First and foremost, I want to start at the book of Ephesians, chapter 5, verse 15. See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil. So with that being said, let me start off with this quick clip.
Hello, I'm here for the quiz. I think I'm waiting for my dad, so if I can take a look at
So you see what just took place with this situation, right? You had
Hello.
a young woman that went to go purchase a vehicle, right? Come look at a vehicle and to purchase a vehicle from this man right here. Well, you see the outcome of this. When she was supposed to take a look at the vehicle, test drive the vehicle, well, what did she end up trying to do? As she proceeded to, take off with the vehicle, she ran the man over, right? And see, this is why you got to be cautious with the people you deal with. I'm telling you, we dealing with psychotic, evil people all around us each and every day. So if you're in a type of business where, you're purchasing and you're reselling vehicles, or if you're trying to sell a vehicle or just any item for that period, all right, you gotta watch whom you sell to. All right, now I can say I wouldn't have thought she would have tried to pull this off, but you cannot, underestimate individuals. All right, because everyone has some either type of scheme, scam, they're looking for some type of way where they can get over on the next person, and you're seeing this more often than usual. Why? Because people are starting to get in desperation mode, and wait till shit really hit the fan, right? Wait till it's the lack of bread and water, as the scriptures talk about the famine. You're gonna see the mode that people are really gonna be in, and it's gonna be a dog eat dog world. Right? Because if people are just doing these different things for some type of financial gain, imagine what they're going to do when they can't feed themselves. Imagine what they're going to do when they can't feed their children. You are going to see the worst come out of people. All right? Got another one for you. Look at this. Check this out. Now here you see a bunch of young jakes stealing TVs, because that's what I believe those are, TVs from a cargo train. All right, somehow that was parked, and just somehow, which is an odd reason, to have a train, car, the train car cargo open. Right now, typically, these are usually locked, but unless they had some type of lock cutters, and I'm talking about the very expensive ones, because usually these have the big fat locks, and the average person do not carry around or have as a household item the big the big, thick lock cutters. All right. So I believe, them train cars to be open, right? And look, they all prepared. They came. So either they was plotting on it or they knew, But see, this is just the times we're coming in, where everyone has the still, delete, get over mentality on them. All right. Now let's get to the main point of this lesson. Let's go here. And in all these, when I do videos like this, I'm just showing you the mind state of the people so you can be circumspect and you can watch the people you surround yourself with. All right.
This country.
No, I've got a bad knee.
Oh, absolutely not. I'm not fighting. I've got asthma.
I'd cow it out somehow.
No, I wouldn't fight on the front line.
I would probably try to avoid that if I could.
I would, but I'd like to be like on the online team.
I'm not built for it. I'd crumble after a couple of
I
days.
think I would crumble. My mental stability is not strong enough to be on the front lines.
Yeah, I wouldn't fight them on the beaches, but maybe the forums.
If it's in defence of the country, yes. If it's in defence of the political system, yes. I would imagine if anything did occur, there'd be enough people volunteer.
I don't think it's our job to do it. I wasn't put on this earth to go to war.
Conscription is a long...
If you were drafted, would you fight for this country?
No, I've got a bad knee.
Oh, absolutely not. I'm not fighting. I've got asthma.
I'd cow it out somehow.
No, I wouldn't fight on the front line.
I would probably try to avoid that if I could.
I would, but I'd like to be like on the online team.
I'm not built for it. I'd crumble after a couple of
I
days.
think I would crumble. My mental stability is not strong enough to be on the front lines.
Yeah, I wouldn't fight them on the beaches, but maybe the forums.
If it's in defence of the country, yes. If it's in defence of the political system, yes. I would imagine if anything did occur, there'd be enough people volunteer.
I don't think it's our job to do it. I wasn't put on this earth to go to war.
Conscription is a long
If you were drafted,
established practice in this country.
It batter me, so got no chance. No point drafting me.
I'd just be wheezing. Yeah. You don't want that. You don't want that next year. That's not something you want to go to war with.
Obviously, there's a lot of people who do feel it's their job. Credit to them, but I'm not that person.
I don't know. I'd probably say I've got an allergy or something. Allergy to bullets or gunpowder or something like that.
Allergy to bullet. I think everyone's got that, to be fair.
Established practice in this country.
It batter me.
People are not willing to risk their life to defend their country anymore. All right? That is a thing of the past. And this is why a lot of men, or even women, remember that now, will be drafted because Babylon the Great is at its lowest. Its lowest, in not the draft, but they're in the lowest of having people sign up to fight for their country. Nobody wants to fight no more. You see, the only individual who, said it without any hesitation was who? The man that was older, because he has an older mindset. Okay? He has an older mindset. People I believe they call us like the millennials and below, or in Generation Z, they not willing to go fight. That's what the one man talked about. He don't even really have that mental capacity. You know how many people think like this, right? And this is why they're going to draft, right? Or they're going to execute that draft because people have it's not in their mind to go fight for a country, especially when they see all the bogus madness that's going on all throughout the country, how you can barely sustain yourself, but then yet they want you to go fight. People ain't willing to do that, right? And people they don't even have the strong enough fortitude, not even just mentally. Let's talk about even physically. People ain't ready, right? Think about the obesity rate. All these people in Babylon the Great crunching down on, Big Macs, pot pies, getting the 2-for-1 at Wendy's. People ain't in no shape whatsoever to even, do a 40-yard dash. And you think that you're about to send them to war, okay? Send them to war with almost 75 to 100 pounds of gear on them and they're supposed to somehow make it? Yeah, right. Most men in this day and age can't even do 25 push-ups, and it's a large percent, right? What about the percentage of individuals, let's just say men, that can't even run a mile, right, or a half a mile without stopping, gasping for air? So whether you do your draft or not, Babylon the Great is still FUCKED. All right? That's all it is. But I'm just showing you there's more and more videos on when people or cameramen are interviewing people, asking them if they want to go to war. And the answer is 9 times out of 10, no. Right? They're like, no. To hell with that. And they'll make up any excuse in the world just to not go. All right? But war is coming. And people will be drafted. Right? Whether you like it or not. And I believe if you don't participate, I think you get locked up and a fine, if I'm not mistaken. But I know for sure you will be in a facility somewhere, right? Nevertheless, you will be locked up. All right? And even if you do draft all these people, these people are going to get crushed. All right? They're going to get crushed by, the nations that are actually truly preparing their men for war, their men to defend their country. These people that you call men here now in Babylon the Great, nothing like the 70s, 80s, right? I'll even go far as to say the 90s. But this whole millennial period and up, people are finished, okay? We're going through the most depressed, I'm talking about the different mental things that people are dealing with depression, anxiety, emotional distress, all those different terms that they throw around, that people are actually dealing with in this society. And now who's being brought on board? Who's going to get drafted too? Since you women wanted to fight for equal rights, you too. See, this is just showing you the downfall of American Babylon the Great and how they are about to lose horribly. Right? Horribly. Because they ain't no more strong men. That's out. I mean, and if there's a small percentage. But out of that small percentage, even those men don't want to go. Because Babylon the Great ain't creating warriors anymore. Soldiers. They're creating a bunch of sissies. Okay? This is the book of Joel, chapter 3. I want to start at verse 9. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near and let them come up. Right? So when you look at it, you can refer these mighty men as, because the other nations still got mighty men. Right? Yeah, they got things going on in their society. Right? A lot of ideologies and philosophies that they have took on from the whore that sitteth upon many waters, because they have drunken out of that golden cup that was full of abominations. But they are still pushing forth of what? Soldiers, men of war, to fight, to defend their country. Oh, not like Babylon the Great. Babylon the Great, let anybody join. Women, fruit roll-ups, just madness. And people actually now are joining the military, right? Whatever branch you join, just to what? Just to get paid. It's for the money. It ain't to actually defend the country. It's for the money so they can sustain themselves and say, yeah, I serve the country and I'm getting this benefit and I'm getting that benefit. But that's it. It ain't the benefit of defending the country for the most part. Right? Like I said, you do have some that is on that mission, but people with some sense know damn well that they ain't going over there because they're thinking, one, they're not going to ever go to war. Two, it's for a financial benefit for themselves and their family. But other than that, they wouldn't be there. Okay? And a lot of people that join now don't even know you're going. All right? And when you go, you ain't coming back once you enter into World War III, which is prophetic according to the Bible, which will take place. No way around it. All right? So verse 10, it says, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say I'm strong. So what you see amongst the other nations is they're no longer, dealing with agriculture is not their main priority. No, defending themselves is their main priority, right? Being over to win and take over another country if it need be, or a person that not their allies need be. That's their whole project, so to speak, at the moment. They don't, yeah, they're going to feed their people, but that is not their main priority. Their main priority is to defend themselves, to withstand whoever comes against them, and to take over if need be, right? So they can win, so they can survive. That's the mindset of these other nations. And this is what now the smaller nations are saying against America, Babylon the Great, is now I'm strong. On top of Russia, as you read in Ezekiel the 38th chapter, Gog and Magog being a guard into specific nations, these other little smaller nations like Iran. And it talks about Turkey joining them and other countries. Come on, man. So they are preparing for war. Nations are preparing their men and their people for war. Not Babylon the Great. Babylon the Great is only preparing people to be suckers. All right? To be emotional. Crybabies. How to win dance challenges. To continually busy be entertained with folly. Not on the real problems that's going on around the world or within their own system and country. Verse 11, assemble yourselves and come all ye heathen and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh, and the nations are assembling themselves, right? They're all gathering up because where are they going? To the valley of Jehoshaphat, right? Which is going to be a place of judgment for you nations to be destroyed in the Third World War, and for Babylon the Great to go down and lose too, right? Because at the end of the day, everybody's going to bend the bow at this whore. And this is what the scriptures say. Let the heathen be wakened and come to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about, all you heathen nations. This is for the controversy of Zion. You see? So yeah, y'all all going over there and y'all thinking, whoever wins and who's allied with this country or not, that if y'all win, y'all gonna have some taking over the world, right? No. Y'all all about to lose. All of you heathen. Because who's next up the reign? Israel, the kingdom of Israel. Right? When the earth is restored back in its righteousness through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, it was already prophetic and it was already set to be done. This is what it is. And there's no way around it. All right? So this is what's going to take place very soon. That's why you see the nations gathering up round about. That's why you see the nations getting all these anti-air defense missile systems and strategically planning, to fight. Why is all the other countries preparing their citizens, right, of their country, in case of a World War III breakout? This is what you can do. You can go to this location, that location, basically like bomb shelters, in the case in the act of an all-out war breakout. They're doing, it's not called trial runs, but they're doing I forget the wording that they use. But they're preparing their people for it. Not Babylon the Great. Babylon the Great ain't preparing people not one time. One time of what to do in case if, a nuclear, missile gets launched off. What to do. Where to go. Nah. Because in their mind, they're thinking what? She's a widow or she's a virgin that's not going to be touched. Salakia. That goes back into, let me get something to drink. and Esau running around spraying trails everywhere all throughout the skies, continuously getting us sick to weaken our immune systems, right? And having us drink madness, right, within those plastic bottles or glass bottles that we drink to also keep us sick as well. And also the food, right? Because he wants to really physically and mentally destroy you at the same time. But when I push out there that he want to help you spirit, nah. Salakia. All right. So verse 13, he says, put you in a sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come get you down, for the press is full, the fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. Multitudes in the day, in the valley of decision, for the day of Yahweh is near in the valley of decision. The sun and the moon shall be darkened, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. Yahweh also shall roar out of Zion and utter his voice from Jerusalem, and the heavens and the earth shall shake, just like we read in Isaiah 24th chapter. How this place is going to rock to and fro like a drunkard. What is going to do that? What has the capabilities to do that? Thermonuclear missiles, right? Which all the nations got right now. But Yahweh will be the hope of his people and the strength of the children of Israel. So the only people that's going to be protected in these coming days is who? The children of Israel. Okay, and the elect. Let me put that out there. The elect of the children of Israel is the only ones that's going to be protected by the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. All right? We are the only ones that's going to be protected. But what's going to block out the sun? What's going to block out the moon? Right? What is going to have the stars withdraw their shining? Well, the process of once the nuclear missiles hit the earth. When it hits the earth, oh my goodness, you're going to see so much smoke, right? What they call it? They call it a, forget the name they call it. They call it what is it called? A nuclear fallout? Oh my God, billions of people just going to pass off of the behalf of that if they're not even directly hit with the nuclear missile in their city. A nuclear fallout is going to destroy a lot of people. Look up the dangers of a nuclear fallout, man. Right? And all we got is Yahweh Shem Shah, because where we going to go? Where we going to go? I told you, the devil ain't even preparing his U.S. citizens. But other countries are at least having some type of preparedness in case it do happen. They might have it once or twice a year, but that's better than zero. Bet, look, Esau over here, Esau leaving his people to be destroyed, right? Because he's a selfish bastard. Because guess what he got? He got doomsday and bomb shelters. You know? He got stuff where he going to try to run into space and go hide in the waters. But the scriptures say, we still going to get you, right? Whether how high and how low you go in the earth beneath, high in the heavens, we going to get you. The Lord already said it, right? Let me get that real fast. The book of Amos chapter 9, verse 2, it says, though they dig into hell, then shall my hand take them, right? And hell meaning, going into the earth. Right, the ground, not no place where the spiritual demon Satan is running around with horns and a pitchfork and laughing there with flames. When you go down there, you're gonna see them just standing there laughing at people getting burning. No, it's not talking about that. All right, hell goes into and condition first and foremost. It goes into a condition, right? Because right now we living in hell on earth, right? This is hell. Okay, being in servitude under your oppressor, which is completely wicked. That's hell. Okay, so this is talking about the ground and the earth. Then shall my hand take them, though they climb up to heaven, thence I will bring them down. Right? Well, they're going to be trying to run. But you can run, but you can't hide. And though they hide themselves in the top of Carmel, I will search and take them out thence. And though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea. Look what Esau going to be running and hiding. This is why he got all these different little vehicles to try to run, or places that he got set up so he can run, because he knows what's coming. He's just leaving the rest of the people out high and dry, like he always do. He's a selfish bastard. Thence I will command the serpent, and he shall bite them. So the Lord got a you know how they say America's favorite pet or a man's best friend is a dog. Well, guess what? Guess what the Lord got? The Lord got, something on that too. Right, that's better than what's the dog that Esau be having? Better than a lab, right? Or better than I forget the rest of those dogs' names, but still, the Lord got his own, and it's the Leviathan, the great serpent in the sea, right? That's where they get these movies like Godzilla, right? Where they come up with that at? Read Job 41 and tell me that don't remind you of when you see when you watch Godzilla, when that dragon serpent-like creature came about the sea. That's where they got it from, in the book of Job 41. And the Lord has that on deck. Okay, so wherever you try to run, wherever you try to hide, the Lord, he got you. He got you. You ain't no getting away from this judgment that's coming upon you. Esau, Edom, and the rest of you heathen nations. Right? So that was just something quick through the spirit, Lord willing. I wanted to just show you just the people ain't ready. And they're not even, if they're not ready and they don't want to, they're not willing to fight for the BS of this country. You know? And they just don't have the strength and the mental fortitude to even do so. So with that was just quick through the spirit, Lord willing, that I find. So next time I want to say shalom.